And guess who's the new man in? Mashrafe Mortaza walks in at number 3, strike rate of 129, best of 56 not out in his T20 career. He did make a statement in the previous outing for the Sylhet strikers, scored 26 of 17. Surely wants to get going, go after the bowling. First ball, he hits it. Is it over the fielder? It is above the fielder at the mid wicket for a maximum. Yes, 6 to finish the over, 14 in that over, 71 for 1. Full batting lineup.
Was that his left leg, you can see the ball would have come back in, but have a look at this. Just notice that right foot is nearly 3 meters away from the stumps, and that's why he was not happy. He's not happy at all. I just feel he might be a touch unlucky. Well, that's the name of the game. What matters is what the umpire thinks, and he thought the ball would have gone down and hit the stumps. Doesn't matter how far you're away from the crease. Well, he's on a mission. Oh, what an effort! But goes and win. 4 more.
Diving effort from Dasun Shanaka. Change in bowling, Dasun Shanaka did a good job with the ball in hand in the previous match. Len to Mashrafe, quick single again, rushing for the second, one more time. So this time at the keeper's end where Mashrafe was going, good move, but to no result.
And they need a partnership. They need a partnership at this stage of the game, because the openers, I felt, did really well to put on 65. But the problem is that not one, both of them are gone back into the pavilion. There will be pressure onto Mashrafe Mortaza. We know what his plans are. He's got himself at number 3 as a pinch hitter. He's just looking to hit boundaries.
He's with soft hands and takes a single. Yes, he does prefer to go after the bowling, Mashrafe Mortaza. And once again, leading from the front. But the situation, the scenario is different. Having lost 2 quick wickets, particularly after that second wicket, I think he has been sort of forced to calm down a bit. It's good to see they're dealing in singles and doubles, but ensuring that the strike is being rotated. There is a left and right hand combination.
10 runs already in this over.
With soft hands, straight to the fielder. Denied the single. 89 for 2 after 11. Yeah, what a leader, what a natural leader he is, Mashrafe Mortaza. He's the magic man for them, and we've seen the locals performing under him yet again. Zakir Hassan, Tawhid Ridoy, Nazmul Shanto, and even foreign players, the likes of Imad Wasim and Tisara Pereira have praised him as a leader.
I like what he said about Mashrafe Mortaza. They've left it all to Mashrafe Mortaza. He's striking at 2 and 33, don't forget that. In the air, 1 bounce. And what he said, the managing director of Sylhet Strikers, struck me that Mashrafe wanted players from Bangladesh. He approached the franchise owners and he mentioned that can we make a team only with Bangladesh players? Something we've never heard, which has also been very, very impressive. And wonderful words from the managing director. And yep, why not? Why not? I mean, they still have in the bench. Akbar Ali was sitting in the dugout, former captain of the Bangladesh under-19 team, which went on to win the World Cup. Excellent. Very good from Mashrafe. The thinking behind it, very impressive.
Hit back, hit hard, down the ground. Will only get a single though. Good laugh with DJ Bravo. 7 of this over. And yet again, he's setting an example. Over 39 years old. We're aware of surgeries he's gone through over the years in both his knees, and now assessing the conditions and running his heart out for the singles and doubles.
Well, we all know what he has done in the past as a skipper of the Bangladesh team. Make no mistake, he has been Bangladesh #1 skipper. Magnificent Mashrafe Murtaza.
He'll give some heart to the Sylhet strikers and also give something to talk about. Well, in addition to being the first day of spring here, you'll see a predominantly yellow being worn with hair, with flowers in the hair. That is the first day of Bosantokal in Bangla, Bosantokal, which is heralded here by wearing yellow. It's nice to see a lot of the crowd here coming in. Of course, it's also Valentine's Day. And not quite getting hold of that one is Zakir Hassan, who's shown his intent very early. Roshan Abhisingh, good evening.
Hello, Samim.
And what was the word you said again?
It's Bosantokal.
Basanta.
Basanta is spring.
Okay,
It's the first day.
Basanta, right, yeah. This is, I must say, a Sri Lankan word. Kale is time. So it's very close to your words. It's Sanskrit, I think.
There are a lot of languages in our part of the world originate from Sanskrit. Darshan Shanaka has been pretty impressive. That was, as we say, is almost allowed the batter to get the better of him with the full toss. Just have a look at Darshan Shanaka in the last match. He mixed up his lengths so very well. Have a look at that analysis. See the full Yorker, then the short pitch ball, back of the length, then the one Yorker length going away. He kept on pitching it up, mixing it with the back of length balls. It was a good, and the length ball coming. So this was a very good mix, and eventually that last one, trying to scoop, got the wicket for him. So always kept the... Pitches it up again, buys for that Yorker length. Very impressive. He's kept the batters to just the singles. And the fact that the wickets he got were from good length deliveries. Sometimes in this format of the game, Roshan, they say good length is not a good thing. They just don't know where to bowl to him. Might not be the fleetest of movers, but he can really swing the bat around. This time, you see that swing possibly, and that little bit of a bounce ahead of the keeper allowed those 4 runs. But I think Nurul Hassan Chauhan will be a little annoyed with himself in not stopping that one.
I think he should be very annoyed with himself. Why I say that is because he's a very good wicket keeper. Pace of the ball, and yes, it was an awkward bounce, but you would expect to stop that. As a wicket keeper, you would expect to stop that.
But it was good thinking from Robiul after being clouted around for boundaries. He was wise enough to try and slow down the ball. It was a good line. Unfortunate for the bowler. Again, he just shuffles across. Doesn't get the meaty part of the bat on that occasion, but still a single. Ryan Burl has been watching the fireworks from the other end, and he's in the middle because of this.
Yeah, this was the previous over. Zakir Hassan went for a wide Yorker from Darshan Shanaka, who held was held in the deep. That was good thinking. And, big wicket. Brian Burl, another punishing player.
82nd innings for him, 125 strike rate, pretty good at that. Doesn't take any time to go for a slider. He throws his bat at it, knows that there's nobody in the slips, and the ball streaks away to the boundary.
This could be the over for Sylhet strikers. They've got 18 runs. Not that they're after a particular target, but overs like this can really get them into another gear. Lucky, but at the end of the day, in this format of the game, you don't worry how the runs come.
Yeah, it was a bit on the quiet side in the previous 3 overs, but they've more than made up for it with 18 runs in this over and a delivery to go. Don't be surprised if Ryan Burl goes big again. Oh, paying respect to that back of length delivery. Gets a single. Big over, 19 from it. It's 120 for 3. All same kind of slicing shot. Same result, the wickets. Oh, and it's the other way around now. Straight into hand. Well, it's so uncanny. After any kind of break, we've seen the batters lose their focus, and more often than not, we see a fall of a wicket. And it's just happened there. Mashrafe Mortuza, big-hearted batter, holds out.
I think this is the experience of Dwayne Bravo. Went round the wicket and deliberately bowled wide. A little bit of pace on the ball. Mashrafe just couldn't reach it. Instead, he sliced it, was not in control. But let's give him a big hand for the innings he played, Mashrafe Mortuza. He was there with a purpose, and he got the momentum going for the Sylhet strikers. Gone for 28 of just 16 balls, 134 for 5.